during their early 30s and even more drastically in their late 30s. And some some are turning to a procedure that's still very experimental, and it's called egg freezing. Our Tiffany McElroy now joins us with more. Tiff.
All right, Suki, thanks. That's right. We've all been there from the beginning with Em as she decided to freeze her eggs and share her story. After a month-long journey, the day has come.
I actually feel very calm and very safe and very confident and comfortable with the whole process, but putting on the scrubs was reality, so I'm a little nervous.
The moment has arrived. It is time to retrieve the eggs.
It's not as bad as you think.
Under the care of Dr. James Griffo and Dr. Alan Berkeley at the NYU Fertility Center, Emily has completed all the steps necessary to freeze her eggs.
Bottom goes here, head's going to go in here in this pillow. We're going to give you a nice warm blanket.
But how did she get here?
So just make a fist for me.
First, there were blood tests.
To make more follicles.
A class detailing what to expect, several ultrasounds, and once her menstrual cycle started, she began giving herself daily hormone shots.
One more blood test.
And on the eve of her big day, one final blood test.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
She's good.
And ultrasound.
We're looking mostly for how many mature eggs we get. 9, 10, 11. So there's at least 10, and notice the size.
Now, where's the ovary? Is that?
This is the whole ovary. What you can see is the lining has 3 lines, and that's the very best type of uterus.
One day there'll be a baby in there.
For the retrieval process, Emily is administered anesthesia. Using a special needle and ultrasound, Dr. Griffo is able to see the fluid which contains the eggs and suctions them out. The egg extraction procedure lasts approximately 10 minutes.
Okay, we're done. That's it.
Emily, all finished. Wake up.
14 is going to be the final number.
It is.
Yep.
That's good.
That's good. You know, with 14 eggs, that gives her a reasonable chance of success. Obviously, it's not a guarantee. But we'll look at those eggs later. We'll freeze all of the viable eggs.
The lab right next door to the operating room is where they separate the eggs and freeze them.
There's 2 different ways of freezing eggs, and no one knows which is the better method. So we do half the eggs by the slow freeze method, and then there's the vitrification, which is kind of freeze drying eggs.
Pictures are taken of all of Emily's eggs. The test tubes are tagged and kept safely stored, waiting for that moment when Emily is ready to use them. So, wow, it's almost over.
It's the first time I've seen the video of me out cold. It's a little freaky.
I just have a couple of questions for you. I know this is still in the experimental stages and you've had your surgery. How are you feeling now? And another question is, I think the viewers want to know how many eggs were actually removed.
Well, of the they ended up removing 14.
Okay.
You know, they said earlier they want from 5 to 9. I had 14, and they froze a total of 10. They said that 8 were fully mature eggs, so they froze those, and then there were 2 that were almost mature that they can actually mature them, I guess, in a petri dish. So they froze those, and then the remaining ones were discarded. But how I'm feeling, I mean, the process was great.
Right.
You know, I mean, the NYU guys at the NYU Fertility Center are amazing, but you know, there is somewhat of a downside because you are prone to, you know, getting sick from getting surgery. So I actually did get a little bit of an infection, and I've, you know, been taking antibiotics. So the process after has been much more difficult than the process leading up to, but it's par for the course.
It's something that you would do again, right?
It's 100% something I would do again. I'm very happy with my decision to do it, and it's just really nice to know that I've got my little life insurance policy a couple blocks away in a freezer.
It's been really nice to follow you, and I have to thank Tiff for actually doing this.
Thank you.
And enlightening us.
It's been great having Tiff by my side to have some moral support from my
Thanks for letting me follow you. It actually, I've learned so much. I think we all have.
Yeah.
So, and we would like to thank NYU Medical Center as well for all of their help in this and letting us take our cameras in and follow Emily on her journey. So thanks,
guys.
Em, and thank you, everybody else.
And hopefully in a couple of years we'll have some positive
little-
news.
My little babies.
Yes, yes. And I've already named them.
Yeah, you want to
All 14
They
of them.
started a rap song about them too.
I named them Old Testament names, Ezekiel, you know, so on and so forth. Okay, still ahead on the CW11 Morning News. President Bush set to sign a bill today to help emergency energy efficiency. Plus this.